Hey Aries, how are we today? Just doing our weekly readings. This week we are looking at relationships. Okay, so both platonic and romantic relationships. See what's happening for you. I will be doing a zodiac run through as well, how you're interacting with each and every sign. But please subscribe to the channel if you're not already. I do really appreciate that support. It really does help the channel grow. So thank you so much for that. Now, this week we have the Cosmic Insights Oracle. We will just sort of have a quick look and see if there's anything important going on. We have the Bogie blog lenormand this week. And to do the Zodiac run through, I have the Love Message Heart-Shaped Oracle as well. Okay, so getting into it for you, Aries. Aries, anything important that Aries needs to know right now? Any important messages for Aries? Anything important for Aries to know? Okay, firstly we have the pets energy, Aries. Getting a new pet, giving a current pet more love. But that has actually come out with the Mercury retrograde card. So even though it is not retrograde at the moment, it does talk about electronic issues, communication issues, reviewing everything. I do feel this is actually connected to your pets. Okay, so for some of you, we're seeing a pet that's messing with something that or ruining an electronic device or something like that. So just be careful of pets that are chewers. They may be chewing cords and things like that. Needing to review your house and making sure that pets can't, damage electronics around your house. I am specifically getting like power cords being the issue, or like charger cords and things like that. Maybe that's my own personal bias. I have had a pet rabbit in the past that loved to chew power cords and charger cords and the buttons off the remote control and things like that. I'm also seeing like a cat having communication issues with you. They're struggling to really sort of get you to understand what they need from you. Obviously, you don't speak cat, Aries, but the pets are wanting something a little bit. They're wanting something from you. I do feel though it's got to do with the house, that it's got to do with like there's something that they're not happy with about the layout of how things are laid out in the house, or someone's maybe moved a pet's bed to a different spot and the pet's not happy with that. Okay, so I am just getting that coming through. Giving a current pet more love. So if you don't have pets, it may actually be just animals in general. You may be sort of, I'm getting like, we have just started magpie swooping season here in Australia. So, if you're Australian, watch out for the magpies, the communication issues and issues around animals at the moment. So, interesting. Okay, but having a look at your platonic connections, Aries. So family, friends, co-workers, all those sorts of relationships, neighbors. See what is coming through in regard to platonic connections for you. Okay, Aries. What's going on for Aries with platonic relationships? Anything Aries needs to know in regard to platonic relationships? Definitely, for some of you, definitely seeing that dog card coming through first and foremost. So, for some of you, that comes through because dogs are man's best friend. So once again, though, with that pet's energy and the important message, strengthening your bond with a pet is coming through very important at the moment. For those of you who don't have a pet, it may be a really good time for you to go and meet your dog. Your dog might be, at the shelter or whatever right now, waiting for you to come and meet it. So that lifelong companionship coming through for you. But it is a platonic energy as well, so it is just sort of showing me straight off the mark there that the pets are coming through the strongest for you, Aries, with the platonic relationships, which is interesting. But the dog is the card of friendship, so it is there may be some friendships around you that it's kind of like a bit of a trade and barter system at the moment, is how you have successful relationships with these people. We have the key as well. Okay, so that's the market energy there in the middle. So the best way to create new friendships and to show your loyalty, your compassion towards those platonic relationships at the moment is kind of like a trade and barter system to sell yourself up to your friends and offer them, making sure you're offering what you're receiving from friends at the moment, and it's leading you to new opportunities and successful relationships and successful continuing of relationships, on a platonic sense at the moment. But I just keep getting that same phrase, trade and barter. So if someone is giving a lot to you, or has given a lot to you, a lot of support, loyalty, maybe it's time to spend a bit more time wondering, thinking, how can I give this person my time, my love, my energy, trading with them a little bit. It's really sort of showing me, giving someone something and receiving something from somebody. Like the example in this particular one of them has fruit, for example. So, if someone gives you a big pile of fruit, maybe make a cake out of it and give them a piece of cake, so I am sort of seeing those sorts of examples coming through here. But the more that you're actually less take, more give, but both ways. Okay, so if you are sort of conscious of a relationship that is taking a lot of your time, your love, your energy, sort of stop and see what you can receive from that person in return. It doesn't necessarily mean time is equal to time. It doesn't necessarily mean money. It's someone gives you a lot of their time, you give them a lot of support and love in return. Appreciation. Okay, the more that you're opening up to platonic relationships at the moment, the more success you're going to have as well with that key energy. But it does sort of show us that the platonic stuff is quite important at the moment for you, Aries, especially when it comes to platonic relationships with animals. Okay. Okay, Aries. What's going on for Aries with romantic connections? Love and romance connections. Romantic connections for Aries. What does Aries need to know about romantic connections, please? Why does Aries need to do that, please? Why does Aries need to do that? I am seeing a conversation with somebody. Who is this person? How will Aries know who this person is? And what is that conversation? Clarify what the conversation is, please. Advice for Aries. Advice for Aries. Okay, advice is not clear. Reword this message for Aries, please. Reword this message for Aries, please. Clarify this message. Reword this message for Aries, please. Firstly, we have the birds coming through, which is conversations. There's conversation here. Chatter. Pardon me. We have that with a woman energy. Okay, so the woman is clarified by the Tower. So this is a woman who is potentially older than you, or somebody that you have known for quite a long time. They may be quite a tall woman. I don't normally genderize the masculine, feminine, but it is somebody who's a lot more emotional than what you seem to be here, Aries. You seem to be trying to approach things very logically, rationally. This person it's somebody you're having a conversation with, okay? They may kind of be somebody who is, because I'm getting the reference of sometimes when I see the Tower, it's Rapunzel, let down your hair. So it's like somebody who you may see as sort of being up in their tower, not interacting very much. You're needing to have a conversation with this person. The conversation, it's very interesting because we do have the fish, okay, which is the card of money. But you can kind of see here with the two little fish, the fish kissing the little one in the boat there. It's like, it's commerce as well. So it's kind of like that trade and barter thing that we saw with the platonic relationships as well. But it's more to do with the abundance and the wealth creation of this romantic relationship. So it's like and that was clarified by the masculine. So it's kind of like a very logical conversation about, how, really needing to work out like the details of this relationship, the logical details of this relationship, and how we're both giving to this relationship, getting Rapunzel down from her tower, and trading in a more equal kind of way with this person. The reason why we need to have this conversation, we have the hammock, the bed there, and then the ship. So it's kind of like we need to get out of bed. We need to stop resting on this situation, on this relationship, and get it moving again. So it feels like it's kind of been a little bit stuck in some kind of way. So the ship is trying to get it moving again. This conversation needs to get it moving again in the right direction. Which is where you're here, trying to look at things in a very practical kind of way of how can we, create a sense of wealth within this relationship for both of us, where we're both, what's the equal trade here? What do I need to give in this relationship? What do I need to receive in this relationship? And taking the other person on board with that as well. So it does need to be a little bit of trade and barter all over again here. When I've asked for a rewording, I do have the Halloween card. Okay, followed by the Sun and the Rider. Okay, so and I did, when I was sort of asking for advice there, I did see the emotions card coming through as well. So the Halloween card is sort of talking about, the darker, more mysterious sides of ourselves coming to light, needing to be revealed to each other, needing to sort of create solid boundaries within within both sides of the connection. What do I need from this relationship? What do you need from this relationship? Bringing that out into the light in order to move forward, to come into happiness with this connection, to, have the wealth, the talk about how do we create wealth within this connection, get this moving again. Okay, so it's a little bit unclear. I do feel as though there's a fair bit of confusion in that connection. at the moment, Aries. So you may want to check your other placements specifically, or what, see what comes through in the zodiac run through for the people that you're dealing with. Okay, so I will do the zodiac run through. This is like, I am sort of aiming to see more about the romantic side of stuff, the love side of stuff, but, as always, it can show platonic connections as well. So we'll sort of see what's coming through for you. Starting off with you, Aries. Aries dealing with other Aries. Aries dealing with other Aries. I wish I could be a different person, but sex with you, Aries. This person thinking about you quite a lot, and I did have the passion is too much flying out. Something about this connection with this other strong Aries. It may just be an Aries placement. They may not be an Aries sun. I might be talking to an Aries sun dealing with a strong Aries placement, or an Aries placement dealing with an Aries sun. The passion is too much. Sex with you. It's like you've got this person very wrapped up with the sex side of things. A lot of desire there. They don't know how to handle it. They wish that they could be. I'm picking up for someone there. It's like there's something about the sex that they wish that they could do something differently to. I'm not sure what that is. It's like they maybe feel as though they don't meet your needs quite as perfectly as they wish they could. There's a lot of desire though. Aries dealing with Taurus. Aries dealing with Taurus. So you're getting closer to the full moon. I would suggest checking moon signs as well, guys. Taurus, no one understands me but you. Taurus feels like you understand them, in a way that no one else does. I cannot stop thinking about you. They do think about you a lot. Every waking moment of every waking day, I'm hearing. Aries dealing with Gemini. Aries dealing with Gemini. I don't want to be who I used to be. You deserve better. I need to hold back my true feelings for you. Gemini holding back. They feel as though they're not the person that you deserve. There's some self-worth stuff there with Gemini. Aries dealing with Cancer. Aries dealing with Cancer. Oh, Aries. Cancer wants out. I want out. Drugs and alcohol. Drugs and alcohol affecting that connection. This person doesn't know how to handle it. Is that you or them? It may not be drugs and alcohol. It's some sort of addictive behavior. Maybe codependency, those sorts of things. I am picking up that for some of you, you may have a strong placement in Cancer. And you're wanting that out. You're wanting the drugs and alcohol out of yourself, is what I'm picking up for someone there. Aries dealing with Leo. Aries dealing with Leo. Whoa, that was like half the deck. I feel lonely. I cannot do this right now. So Leo might be that someone with a strong Leo placement might be that person up in that tower. But they're just sort of feeling like they can't do this right now. There's just something not quite right there. Life without you is hopeless, dark, and depressing. I miss your light. I am blocked. Please do what is best for your heart. Why do I feel so lost? Leo's got some self-worth stuff. Leo's a bit lost and confused. Definitely could be a Leo we're seeing in the main bulk of your love reading there. Aries dealing with Virgo. Aries dealing with Virgo. Why do I deserve someone like you, Aries? How could you ever forgive me for the mess I've made? Virgo feels as though they are unworthy. They've made some mistakes that they do feel a lot of regret, but they're kind of like, why do you forgive me, Aries? Why do you want anything to do with me after this? Aries dealing with Libra. Aries dealing with Libra. You're so different from everyone around me. I wish to be like you. Libra is looking at you as a role model, Aries. That may be maybe a platonic connection with Libra. They want to be like you. They see you as so unique and different. Something about you that they want to be like that. Aries dealing with Scorpio. Aries dealing with Scorpio. Don't treat me the way you do. I don't deserve it. I cannot make you happy. Scorpio is not happy with the treatment between the two of you. There's no equal give and take between you and Scorpio. They're feeling as though no matter what I do, I can't make you happy, Aries, but you treat me like ish. So, it can be flipped as well. It could be going both ways there. Aries dealing with a Sagittarius. Aries dealing with a Sagittarius. I cannot talk to you right now. This love is crazy. They can't deal. It's overwhelming Sagittarius a little bit. Aries dealing with Capricorn. Aries dealing with Capricorn. Painful memories. My life is a mess right now. Someone's feeling a little bit. That's another one that feels very confused. Capricorn, painful memories. They're a bit stuck in the past, whether that be between you and them or, I feel like for a lot of them, it's some stuff in their own life that they're, struggling with at the moment. Aries, Capricorn wanted to chuck another one. I'm stuck in visions of us together. So they still think about you a lot, and for some of them, that's the painful memory, is the vision of you and them together. And I'm kind of getting the potential vision. Like a vision sometimes is not necessarily a memory. I feel like for some of the Capricorns, they're very stuck on, it's like the potential of what they envisioned with you and the memory of the reality and the mismatch there going on. And they're feeling a bit of confusion and mess, and Capricorn does feel like a bit messy at the moment, not going to lie. Aries dealing with Aquarius. Aries dealing with Aquarius. You have triggered me. Do not wait for me, please. So they're a bit triggered at the moment. They're saying don't wait for them. They're not sure if they're ever going to change ever going to not be triggered by you, Aries. Aries dealing with Pisces. Aries dealing with Pisces. I want to be different. Will this ever change? So Pisces is looking at wanting some things different, changes. They're not looking at what is, they're looking at what they want and wondering, am I ever going to actually get what I want here? Okay, but Aries dealing with whoever you're dealing with, regardless of their star sign. The person that you're dealing with, regardless of their star sign, Aries. The way I have treated you was wrong. I've got an apology there, an admittance of some sort of guilt. These feelings are eating me alive. Why do I feel this way? So they've got a lot of feelings that are kind of, eating them from the inside out, but they're kind of questioning, why do I even have these feelings for Aries? So it's kind of like, but they are also admitting that, they have treated you in a way that does not work, or was wrong in some kind of way. There's a bit of regret there, but it's like they've got feelings for you, but they're trying to, um, deny or ignore their feelings for you, Aries. Okay, so that's what we have for you. More than welcome to check out your other placements, especially your moon sign being so close to the full moon. We're only a week away from that shadow work reading, guys. So keep an eye out for that. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all again soon.